Alright, so welcome to Storytime episode 3. This is gonna be the story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down. Nah, this is a story about what happened on Sunday, which was supposed to be VGC's 2013, which I wasn't gonna go to because VGC's is fucking retarded. Well, the actual playstyle, that is the metagame. I don't really like the metagame, first of all. So, I didn't really think I was gonna go. But it's always pretty fun. So, like, a day before, like on Saturday, I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go. So, um, it was in Long Beach, like 2 hours away from my house. So it's not really that far. So, I wanted to go mainly to play Brawl against Shofu and hang around and even battle, but mainly I just wanted to play a little Smash, hopefully, because my brother's been gone and I don't really play Smash with people anymore, so that shit gets boring. Anyway, yeah, the night before I decided to go, I still had my team from the 2012 meta game, so I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna use the same team, cause that team's not bad actually. Well, it wasn't bad back then. I don't know how it is right now, but I used that fucking team. I was gonna use that fucking team. So, yeah, I was on Skype with the dudes like always, and Shofu said he didn't have a ride, so I was like, fuck, get a ride. And he couldn't get a ride, so it would take me 3 hours to go from my house to his house and then back to Long Beach. So since he didn't have a ride and he offered $50, I was like, I guess I can go pick you up. I just have to wake up an hour early. So that's what happened. I woke up at 5 a.m., which actually is not that early for me. For a lot of you, that's like ridiculously early. Some of you probably don't even go to sleep until 5 a.m. But yeah, woke up at 5 and shit started going downhill from there. So it's dark as fuck at 5 a.m. obviously because it's winter time, and even in the summer it's still low light conditions. Anyway, I was in my truck, I was backing out, and I swear I nearly hit a fucking fence. Like I said, it was dark, it was probably foggy. My mirrors were foggy, but I was probably less than a foot away from backing up into a fence. So that's fine, no fucking big deal, right? It happens. Could have been worse. I could have just fucked up the entire fence and my truck, but luckily, I didn't. So I went out, needed to get some gas because 3 hour drive is pretty far. So I went to a gas station here close to my house, parked my fucking truck, and then I realized this bitch is still fucking closed, which I didn't even think about it being closed because every time I go to work, every single gas station I see is open pretty much. So I had to drive to a different gas station, which was on the way there, so it honestly wasn't that big of a deal. But something else that went wrong. Anyway, I was actually gonna try to record some stuff. I didn't want to take my fucking big ass camera because I have a Sony Handycam, and you guys know those things, they can get kind of bulky. I mean, they're not huge, but they're not exactly the most portable thing in the world. So my sister let me borrow her camera. She didn't have a memory card, so the night before I went to go buy a brand new 16 gig memory card for that shit so I can record some Smash. So this memory card that I got is the one of those micro SDs, the same type that you use for the R4s and the other flash cards. So this is gonna come into play later on. Anyway, I was trying to use the camera to record some shit, and I realized that I pretty much always record while driving, and I know that is a horrible idea, but usually I can manage. So when I got back on the freeway, I was driving my shit and decided, hey, I should probably try to record something and talk to these dudes. Cause the whole plan was to make a giant video. Well, not a giant video, but one of those stupid vlog shits that I always do whenever I go to one of these events. So that was a plan. Anyway, took that shit out. Hit the power button to turn it on, not to turn it off. LOL. But I started talking and I noticed that I was fucking swerving. So I didn't get very much sleep that night, so I was like, yeah, this is very dangerous. I knew it was dangerous first of all, but usually I can drive straight and talk at the same time. But that day, I guess, was not my day because apparently I couldn't do it. Luckily, it's fucking 5 in the morning, and there really aren't. It's a Sunday, first of all, and it's 5 in the morning, so there really aren't too many vehicles around. So it's not like I was gonna hit anybody. There wasn't pretty much a vehicle in sight. So I noticed that. I was like, fuck, I can't do this. We get a fucking ticket. So put that shit away. So fast forward like an hour and a half, and I'm getting to LA. The sun is barely starting to creep out of its fucking well, out of the mountains. You can start seeing that shit, and the sun is literally like blinding my fucking eyes. Like, I don't know. It seemed that every fucking freeway that I got on, the sun was like right there in front of my fucking face, just shining bright as fuck. Solar flare in this bitch. But I couldn't see half the time, and it's funny because I probably took like 5 different freeways. One main one that I was on for like 2 hours, and then like 5 other ones I was on for a little while. But every one I got on, there was fucking light in my eyes. So luckily, the glare didn't fuck me up. I was still managed to get to Shofu's house sound and safe. So I got there kind of early, but whatever. I hate being late. Anyway, I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I'm here," and he's like, "Cheese isn't here," because Cheese was supposed to be at his house. Because I guess I was giving both him and Shofu a ride, which I didn't really mind because he's tiny as fuck, so he fit in the back of my truck. Anyway. I went into Shuffle's house, brought my controller because I wanted to play some Brawl, and he had this TV, probably like a 24 inch, doesn't really matter, but it was a decent sized TV. So we started playing Brawl. I suck at Brawl. I don't play Brawl, so he won the first match. Then I was kind of raping him the second match, and then he won the third. And by that time, Cheese came and we started playing with him. So yeah, after Cheese played a few times, then I believe I 3-stocked him or something. But yeah, they said we wanted to leave, so we left supposedly. Cheese and I went downstairs, and we were just putting away all the shit in my truck so we could get ready. And Shofu stayed behind, getting his stuff ready. So we were waiting there for like 10 minutes. Shofu was still nowhere to be found. So I'm assuming he lost something. So finally he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I lost my Black 2 game." So then I was like, go look for that shit, cause it's not like you're just gonna sit there and not play the whole fucking time. Cause I think he was gonna let Cheese borrow his game. I don't fucking know. But I told him to go back and look for it. And after another like 5-10 minutes, he came back out. He found that shit. So off we went. He finally found his fucking game, and he said he was hungry, so we went to Carl Jr. I fucking inhaled a chicken sandwich real quick. It took me like a minute to eat it, which is pretty much standard time for me, but I guess everyone thought that was pretty fast. Anyway, I'm just rambling, because I have nothing else to say right now. So, we fucking left. We left Carl Jr., finally got to the fucking venue, and it is a fucking giant hotel boat SSN looking type of shit. So it looked pretty cool. Oh, I forgot. Before we got there, or like as we were driving into the parking lot, there's obviously a bunch of people there, and there was some dudes, some like teenage looking dudes, 18, 19, 16, around that age. But there was a group of them, like 5 of them, and I decided to park next to them because first of all, it was in the shade and it was pretty much close to the venue. So I decided to park next to them so we could ask them maybe where the fuck this shit is at. And as soon as I opened the door, I hear something about intimidate Luxray. So I knew them dudes were fucking serious because they were talking about some giant threats. LOL. But yeah, eventually we got out, got our backpacks and shit, and went into the venue, went into that boat, and we were trying to register. So this is when we got our little slips where we were supposed to write down our our names and our fucking birthday and shit. And then the bitch starts saying, "You guys have black and white too, right?" I was like, "No, I thought I could play with the regular black and white game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have came to this fucking shit." So she's like, "Yeah, a lot of people did that, but you need black too in order to participate." So I was like, "Well, looks like it's over." But it's fine, because like I said, I really don't care for VGCs. I mean, I wanted to play, but since I couldn't play, it really was no big deal. I was probably going to get smashed anyway, because there's a bunch of threats there. There was like Zero Ring and like pretty much the whole fucking Smogon crew, and there was some scarbless people such as what's his fucking name, Deagle Beagle, and his brother, I forgot his brother's name, Metaboo or some shit like that. But there was a bunch of fucking threats in that building, so my chances of doing like top 20 were very slim to none. So I didn't really mind. So Cheese and I, we didn't get to play because we both thought we could play with the black and white 1 version. And Shofu, luckily I told him to go back for his shit. So he was the only one that was able to play because he went back for his black 2 game. And yeah. So the last time we went to VGCs, these dudes took fucking forever to get that shit started. So Cheese and I went to the truck, brought the TV, a different TV, not the one that was originally in Shofu's house. A smaller TV, more portable supposedly. And we set up Brawl and started playing, and there was lag. I don't know why there was lag, but it seemed to be laggy as fuck. First of all, I don't play Brawl. Second of all, it's super slow compared to Melee, so my timing is already off due to the game change. And third, you have this laggy ass TV to make it even more slow. So yeah, I was pretty much getting smashed. I basically couldn't do anything because when I play Brawl, I pick Diddy now, and I couldn't pick up bananas. I couldn't even throw them bitches where I wanted to, and yeah, insert John's here. So I was doing pretty bad at Brawl, but oh yeah, I forgot to fucking say the part about the memory card. Okay, fucking rewind back to the part where we were at Carl's Jr. So at the Carl's Jr., Shofu still had not made his Pokemon, or Cheese's Pokemon rather. So he was making Cheese some Pokemon, and then he's like, "Oh wait, I forgot to bring my SD card reader." So I was like, should I let these dudes borrow my card reader? Because I did have one in my camera. But I was like, Cheese is kind of a faggot, but I don't know. I guess I'll let him borrow it. It's not like I'm using it right now. I'm not really recording me destroying this food right now, so fuck it. So it's like, here, you can use this. And so I let Shofu borrow the SD card adapter, and yeah, when we got to the venue, he dropped that bitch and it broke. So there was pretty much no way that I could record because the memory card broke. What happened is the little lock thing, he like yanked that out or something, or he dropped it. I don't fucking know. But that shit fucking broke, and I couldn't use it because it stayed locked, and I was trying to fix it. So what I was trying to do is like open the SD card and see if there was like any little switch that I could flip back or something, but that shit didn't work. Anyway, this is gonna come back later on. So I was trying to fix that memory card, and Shofu was popping me in Brawl because of that laggy ass TV, and yeah, then a bunch of fucking faggots started to come, and they started beating me in Brawl too. But one dude, no, there was like 2 dudes, but this one dude, I didn't catch his name because, you know, I don't talk, so I didn't ask him for his name. Not like I really give a fuck about his name, but there was this one dude. He asked me if I wanted to play Melee, so I was like, well, you just made a mistake, buddy. So since I was getting smashed at Brawl so much, I needed to what's the word I'm looking for? I needed to I don't know. I need to make myself feel better because I was getting fucking destroyed. So we popped in Melee, even though it was a laggy ass TV, a widescreen laggy TV at that. I knew that I can pretty much overcome pretty much anybody in Melee, well, anybody at that place, because I don't really think many competitive smashers go to this VGC shit. And even if they do play VGC, it's not like I'm super duper horrible at Melee, so I'd at least be able to do something. But like I said, no competitive smashers are there. The dude that wanted to play Melee, he knew what he was doing, but it just seemed that he never played anyone good. He probably just played like his little brother or played against level 9s, because he knew how to wave dash and knew some basic combos, but he pretty much didn't play smart. Like, he would keep falling for the same shit. Like, I just dash dance around him. He mained Marth, by the way, so he was using Marth and Falco, and I main Marth as well. So I'll just dash dance like 3 times, and then he'll miss a fair, and then I'll run in with a running attack or a grab or whatever the hell I wanted. But he never caught on to the pattern that I always dash dance 3 times, 1 time to fake him out, the other time to fake him out some more, and he pretty much always fared at the second dash dance. So on the 3rd one, I could run in and he'd still have the lag animation, and I could pretty much destroy his life. Anyway, most of you guys don't even care about Smash, so that segment was useless to you. There was another dude who played Melee, some Samus guy. He looked like he might have played Smash in the past quite a bit, because he kind of knew what he was doing. I wasn't able to 4-stock him, so yeah, that's that. He's a Samus main. I think I said that already. So after I got done destroying those 2 dudes at Melee, some other fools came trying to play Melee, and I 4-stocked the shit out of those dudes. And so yeah, I pretty much regained my pride, because I destroyed people at Melee. And then we moved on back to Brawl, because Brawl was honestly more fun for me at that point, because these people didn't have the slightest clue about how to play Melee. And even though I lose at Brawl, like, I don't know, it's more of a challenge, I guess, because I was getting smashed. So first round, Shuffle gets put up against some fucking grandma, and like, he wins, because it's a fucking old ass lady who probably doesn't really play Pokemon. He said she was good and that she knew what she was doing, but I'm skeptical, because it's a fucking grandmother. So he won that. Second round, we were playing Brawl between rounds, by the way. Well, I was playing Brawl the whole fucking time in Melee. But second round, he got smashed. He said he got hacked. Third round, he got smashed. And by the 3rd round, it was already like 3 o'clock. So I was like, fuck it. I'm probably going to leave soon. And Cheese and Shuffle wanted to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. So yeah, we pretty much left, got out the venue. Shuffle got smashed. So we left, and like not even 2 minutes after we left, there was a fucking roadblock, because they had to fix some shit. So we were stuck in traffic for a good half an hour or so. Luckily it wasn't that long, but after that, Cheese wanted to go to Roscoe's. I didn't know where the fuck that shit was. I have a navigation GPS shit on my phone, but the battery was dying and I needed to conserve energy, because I might need that shit to find the freeway to get back home. So Cheese was giving me directions, and he's like, okay, turn here, turn there, turn there. So the first few directions were okay. Then he's like, okay, you gotta make a left turn right here. So I stop, put my signal on, light turns green, and then I see 1-way sign. So obviously I couldn't turn there. So I was like, Cheese, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you telling me to turn here? Do you want me to die? Do you want to crash or something? So I tried to go around the 1-way street, and then I was like, okay, should I turn here? And he's like, yeah. So he fucking stalled, and by the time he said yeah, it was like I needed to like make a really quick turn. So I tried to turn, and again the fucking sun is in my eye. And not only that, but there's some dude riding a fucking bike, and I almost killed that dude. Not really, but I nearly hit him. Luckily he stopped, because he seen that I was fucking up. So that's pretty much it. I almost ran into a dude there, dropped him off. Shuffle was carrying around his TV, because LOL, black person running around with the TV in public. But yeah, after that, I went home. Took me not that long to get home, actually. So when I got home, I opened the door, get on the floor. Everybody walked the dinosaur. LOL. 4chan jokes. What have I reduced myself to? But yeah, so back to this stupid ass memory card that I've been talking about the whole time. Brand new, less than 24 hours ago, and I didn't even fucking use it because Shofu broke my adapter. So I take out my backpack, unpack my Wii, and then I remember, what the fuck did I do with the memory card? Because I was trying to fix the adapter, so I took the memory card out of the adapter, and then it's a micro SD card. Those things are tiny. So I guess I must have misplaced that bitch. So not only did Shofu break my adapter, I lost the actual SD card itself. So that's why I basically have nothing to show you guys except for my stupid ass voice here telling this little story. So yeah, I kind of wanted to upload something, a video, which is why I bought a memory card, but everything fucking went wrong that day, so you're stuck with this. So yeah, comment, rate, all that shit.